Hello and welcome back to Max Talks, and welcome back to my series, the third part of my series called Max's Money Making Challenge, or MMMC for short. And in this series, I compete against you, the subscribers, to make £500 the quickest on the stock market. And if the subscribers reach £500 first, then I will give away £500 to one of my subscribers. If you missed the previous episodes, make sure to check them out. There'll be an annotation somewhere up there, but also a full explanation of the series and what it's about is in the description. As I said, if you haven't checked out the previous episodes, please do so. And without further ado, let's see how we got on. So previously it may have been a bit confusing on kind of what it looks like and what the challenge was. So this week I've decided to make a spreadsheet, and I'm going to quickly run through it. I won't overcomplicate you because I know that not everyone likes spreadsheets and it might be a bit boring if I'm just going through a spreadsheet for the whole episode. So we're going to make it nice and quick and just highlight a few key numbers. So this very quickly gives you a kind of breakdown of where we're at and what we're doing. So from episode 1, you can see that the start value here was £67.86 for the subscribers. Not a good month last month, and £109.18. So it was a pretty good month for me last time. And I've put this into trading 2-on-2 once again. The subscribers' suggestions was Peloton from Cerebral Life. Again, some great videos on there. Check them out. And UMH Properties from Andrew Lopez Finance. And then I myself went for Landcadia Holdings. Probably butchered the name. However, what you'll notice is that I've tried to split these kind of 50-50 with the allocation that I had, because for some reason it wouldn't let me invest all of the money, which is why I've put £6.5 down here, which was not invested. So I actually invested less than I technically had, and so for the subscribers I invested slightly more. So you guys are lucky, you know. I'm giving you more of a chance here. But anyways, so we started at £32.49 invested in Peloton and £35.70 invested in UMH Properties. And at the end, so I'm not going to lie, I had intended to make this video a couple of weeks ago, but if I'm being totally honest, I was just being a bit lazy, and so it happens. But not great performance across the board, really. 17.05% loss on Peloton and a 6.67% loss on UMH Properties, and that leaves a total of 23.72% loss for the month. And then I got a 1.12% loss on mine. So where does that leave us for next time then? The subscribers have £59.94 left, and I have £108.03 left. So basically I've kind of used this and then taken away like the amount not invested so that it's reflective. So starting from £100, the subscribers are down about £40, which is not great. So it's going to be a bit of a harder challenge for you. And make sure that you leave some suggestions in the comments for what stocks should be picked for you guys, and probably these want to be, you know, more short-term plays, because don't forget that this is a fairly short-term challenge. I'm going to be selling these every few weeks, so probably every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. I'll buy the stocks suggested this Friday, so you have a time scale to work towards, and then I'll probably sell them in maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks on a Tuesday, the day before I'm making the video. So that gives you a sense of timescale. So again, you're probably not going to be going for absolutely really long-term plays here. Probably not more like investing. The idea with this series is that it's a bit more exciting and that it's kind of based on news and hype and that sort of thing. So we will now kind of break it down in terms of like the performance and why. Again, I don't want to bore people, and I'm conscious that not everyone that watches these is necessarily like quote unquote an investor. Also, something I was going to say, if you're wondering why I'm wearing a raincoat, it's because I'm going to go outside after this and it looks absolutely disgusting outside. And also, how many YouTubers do you see like doing a video in a raincoat, so style points and all that. Anyways, so let's get straight into kind of a bit of a breakdown on what and why, and I'm going to try and make it basic and not go too much through the kind of analysis. So this is like my trading 212 that you can see there. So I will first go through kind of my picks. So in case you don't know, you may not have heard of Landcadia Holdings. I hadn't, if I'm totally honest. So Landcadia Holdings, this is a special a SPAC, which is a special purchase acquisition company. I think I've got maybe one letter wrong there, but basically what they do is they try and look for other companies which they can merge with and take on. So the reason I picked a SPAC was because I was hoping that some big announcement merger would be announced over the period, and then people would kind of buy into the hype, because obviously merging companies can be very exciting. It means merging assets, and it means that potentially they're going to get another company on board, so they're going to probably get more revenue. So in theory, this is why I went for a SPAC, and Landcadia Holdings seemed to be good at the time. Again, as I said, this is more about kind of short term. I mean, it's not trading because it's not like totally short term, but it's a bit kind of short. It's not like completely long term. It's a few days. So we're probably looking more at kind of news stories that might impact stocks. That's how you might want to pick it. So, as I said, if you as the subscribers want to beat me, we're probably going to be doing the same thing, like looking into the news articles, seeing what things are coming out. Maybe something to bear in mind might be whether there's any company earnings coming out over the next few days or few weeks, because that can push a stock price higher if the earnings are better than expected. But again, you never know. So I invested here about the 16th of October, 13th of October. So that was their £13.74 per share. And then I sold it a month later on the 16th or 13th of November. So it's about the same, £13.85-ish. So you can see there's a bit of a loss there. Why did this happen? So again, it's not really a huge difference, but they were merging with a gambling underdog. So there was a bit of kind of people weren't sure whether it was a good one to go for or not, and they were merging with Golden Nugget Online Gaming, which that is a fantastic ticker symbol, GNOG. That is fantastic. But I think that from what I can gather, the kind of merger thing was already priced in, so that the price rose in advance, which maybe we can see up here. So yeah, like around here you can see the price kind of steadily rose. So it's kind of already priced in, so maybe I was a bit late on that one, and it's not really done anything over the month. Let's go on to Peloton. So in case you're not aware of what Peloton is, it's basically a cycling company. They do like kind of remote bikes. If you've ever seen people do like spin classes, or the people who are like proper sweating and they're telling you to like go the extra mile and pedal and all the rest of it, most likely they're maybe on Pelotons. That's kind of one way of doing that. But they have like bikes and like home bike exercise kits. So they've been doing really well over the course of the pandemic, because obviously people have been at home, so they've been wanting to stay fit. So people have kind of been going hard on the cycling. But as things kind of head back to normal, I mean, obviously we're nowhere near going back to normal. Like the stock price has kind of gone down quite a bit. So once again, I invested about the 13th, which is about the peak over the last 6 months. So great time in there. Good job, me. And then since then, on the 13th, it's kind of had a steady decline. But who knows what the future holds? And there were some reasons for it to go down, because this was the biggest one that went down out of the rest of them. So like the gain was due to Goldman Sachs putting it on their buy list and a lot of opportunity. But then it's kind of gone down because it's put a downgrade to a hold, so people have kind of stopped buying, maybe started to sell it off. So that was kind of one reason why it fell. It's also been a bearish note, which basically, if you're unfamiliar, just means that they think it's going to go down by Citron Research. So even these little news articles here, I know Motley Fool is not a very reliable source, but I think for this it should be okay. Like the news articles can have a big impact on kind of what the stock prices are doing and how they kind of influence everything. And then finally, UMH. So this is a motorhomes company, as pointed out by Andrew Lopez in his comment. And so here you go. So basically it's a real estate investment trust. So again, to explain that very simply, they invest in real estate. So motorhomes, they buy motorhomes and then kind of sell them on. Pretty much, that's how it works. So primarily kind of based in America. Again, these have fallen to some degree. We can see on the price here, let's go back to the 13th of October, which is about here, $14.07, and then up to November the 13th, 14, again, very kind of meh for growth, not really done too much, kind of up and down. Maybe in the long term these are good ones to hold, because real estate tends to go up over the long term. But yeah, let me know what your picks are in the comments down below and what you want to invest in, because obviously, are you team subscriber or are you team max? Who's going to get to £500 first? At the moment, I'm absolutely smashing it, but we will see how it goes. And remember that if you guys reach £500 before I do, then I will give away the £500 to you. So I hope that you've enjoyed. If you have, please feel free to give it a like rating, subscribe for new content every single Sunday, and these every kind of 3 weeks or 4 weeks on a Wednesday. And I might start doing some shorts too. So let me know if you kind of are interested in that. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications, and I will see you on Sunday.